we are at the dam in Forestville, Door County, and this is upstream on the Ahnapee River. If we pan over to the right-hand side over there, you can see a new building, a new home that was just constructed, and that's where the old mill building used to be. And I presume the mill building meant that there was a working mill here at one time, probably powered by a dam, which is not the dam that we currently have here. And we're going to take a walk down a half a block off in the other direction and take a look at the dam. So our Ahnapee River location here is upstream on the Ahnapee River, and if you go downstream in that direction on the Ahnapee River, you hit Algoma. Algoma is right on the shores of Lake Michigan, all in Door County. Well, Algoma is just south of Door County. So we're going to take a walk over and see the dam, okay? Well, you have just seen the lake that is impounded by this dam that we're standing on right here. And the dam raises the water, oh, I would say some 10 feet. So the water level here, down on the other side of the dam here, the water level is 10 feet lower. So behind the dam you have a lake, and the lake, you've just panned the far shore of the lake. And if you bother to pan, continuing on from the dam, the shoreline that you see over in that direction, that was a beach up until several years ago. And you could have a picnic at this county park, and your children could go swimming at this beach that was where the cattails and rushes are at the current time. The only problem that they had, this water attracted Canada geese. And Canada geese on a beach is not a nice scene. And the beach was covered with Canada geese, and it made it inhabitable as far as people were concerned. So the county planted rushes and cattails in there, and now that we have the rushes and cattails, the Canada geese are afraid of the foxes and the coyotes that lurk in those bushes, so they stay away. So once again, we do not have the Canada goose problem that they had here some years ago. And now we're looking downstream at the Ahnapee River as it has gone over the dam, and like I said before, the water level below us is approximately 10 feet down. Now, this is the last dam until the Ahnapee River runs into Lake Michigan, so if you happen to be here in October, you would see many salmon that can swim this far up the river and then proceed to dive. It's a favorite snagging spot and fishing spot for salmon fishermen in the late autumn. So we're going to return to our cars and put our canoes in the water.
Tell us about that boat again.
Okay, here's a caveman canoe that we have at our parking lot. You can see the shape is proper, and I don't know if it floated, Cal. You see Cal Holvenstadt there, and we're going to go get our modern canoes off the car rather than have an ancient canoe.
Yeah, fortunately, they could never lift it and put it in the water and try it. But
No, you take care of yours. I'll take care of mine.
you got it?
Yeah, I want to talk.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Keep talking.
All right, we're going to take the canoes off the car and see. Our partner Cal Holvenstadt at the Far Canoe has a 24-pound Kevlar canoe, and this is a 50-pound canoe, so you'll see different techniques for removing canoes. Gotta wait and let Herb get in. What a day. All right, the lake that's backed up behind the dam, which we're now going up, is predominantly ringed with cedar, and most everything you're seeing on the shoreline are white cedars. And of course, before the cedars you see cattails and rushes, which also pretty well ring around the lake that we're going up. The boat launch area that we just came in at the county park, you just saw a fishing boat that docked there, and the boat launch, which we did not use for our canoes, but the boat launch is for small trailers that can accommodate small fishing boats with or without motors. One of the most predominant features that we have with the trees here is the browse line. And if you look on the opposite shore nearby, and also farther upshore on the opposite side, you'll see the distinct level to which the deer can browse the cedar trees. And it's a very pronounced item here on this particular lake. So we know there's a lot of deer in this area. Our partner Cal there in his C1 canoe sits in the middle. Notice his bent paddle. And the bent paddle is commonly used today with most experienced canoeists. And they came into being approximately 35 years ago, and they showed up at some canoe races, and inside of a couple weeks everybody had a bent paddle. It makes for more efficient paddling. I don't know if our camera can pick it up, but we have a lot of dragonflies buzzing around us here. And these dragonflies are helping clear the bug life off the water in front of us. They're zigzagging around constantly. Every time they make a zig and go back to a zag and then to a zig, they got a bug. Think we're picking that up, laddie?
I don't know.
The zigging and zagging of those dragonflies?
I think we're picking up Cal zigging and zagging.
Oh, okay. Our front left is a very pronounced browse line on the trees that we were talking about. That you see with the high branch line up there is owned by a bird enthusiast that builds bird houses. There's numerous bird houses tacked onto those cedar trees there. Whoops. You see several wood duck houses that have been put there to try to attract wood ducks into nesting. They're called nesting boxes, and they're a common sight on streams and lakes around here, and I've seen many of them. But I've never seen any wood ducks in any of them. I have read where the wood ducks nest in farther inside the woods, not on the fringes where those boxes were placed.
Oh, you dove in, okay.
I should let you guys go first. The first canoe usually scares them off.
Trouble is I have to see them before I can film them.
Week ago yesterday, this little mound in front of us is a Canada goose nest. There were half a dozen eggs waiting to be hatched in here a week ago yesterday. And they are evidently hatched. They're already gone. They're out swimming around someplace.
Where do you think you see shells?
Now we have left the lake that it's impounded by the dam, and we're once again on the Ahnapee River here. And the river right ahead narrows to around 30 feet wide. And maybe we got 3/4 of a mile till we get to a place where the river is even narrower than that and gets very shallow. We call it the headwaters of the Ahnapee River. Couple of Canada geese just took off. Coming up on the headwaters of the Ahnapee River, and the boulder rocks below us are coming up and looking at us in the shallow water. And we're just about at the limits of canoe accessibility here. Well, now we're returning to where we started from. We turned around at the headwaters of the Ahnapee River and we're going downstream. But because of that dam, there is no perceptible current.
Okay. 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 Okay
This might be a good place for marsh marigolds in to the right there.
Way back.
You can see them in about 30 feet inside from the water line. Yellow flowers. A trademark of Door County in the springtime.
Oh, I see.
Marsh marigolds 10 or 20 feet in from the water line. And a turtle is sitting right there on the, 2 turtles. A couple dropped in right there. Soaking up the sun. Beautiful spring day. More turtles. A bevy of turtles.
Where are they?
Oh yeah, on the other side of the log.
Oh, can't twist around that far. Oh, there they go. Do turtles come in bevies?
Red-winged blackbirds swaying in the wind on the cattails, last year's cattails. Okay, now we're at the edge of the little lake here, and the dragonflies, the winds has blown the dragonflies to us here, and we're surrounded by dragonflies. Straight ahead, you see the pier that we left when we started. It was still morning. And in the 2 or so hours that we've been gone, the wind has picked up. We're now bucking a headwind on the way back. All right, now we come to the hardest part of canoeing, getting out. Okay,
Work.
here we are. Okay, we're on our way to the car. Cal has his 24-pounder on top already. Well, here we are at the finish line where we started, and as you note, the cattails look pretty good here, but the cattails that we saw, they were all last year's cattails, and they're all blown to bits. But it's a great place to come, nice little county park, and good place to visit in the winter time too. You can go cross-country skiing. The Ahnapee State Trail goes right through here, and good place.
Bicycling?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Tell us who you are.
Well, I'm Herb Klein, Door County. This is my partner.
Cal Holvenstadt, Door County.
And we're all canoe partners from way, way back. So, wish you well with your canoeing.